Snow whispered against the windows of the high-rise, muffling the buzz of the city below. Inside the glass tower that pierced the winter sky, all the lights had gone out, except one. On the top floor, in an office decorated with sleek minimalism and cold steel tones, a man sat alone. His name was Christopher Lane, a name that echoed in boardrooms and Forbes magazines, a man known for building empires and breaking records. But tonight, he was just a man in a tailored suit, staring at a photo of a woman and a boy he once knew. His ex-wife and son, both now living continents away, voices that once filled Christmas mornings with laughter. He hadn't seen them in 5 years. His phone vibrated beside him, a calendar reminder, Christmas dinner with family, cancelled. He stared at it, then deleted it without a word. Christopher leaned back, his reflection hollow in the window. Down below, the streets were glowing with festive lights. Strangers held hands. Children tugged on parents' coats, pointing to decorations and toy store displays. Life continued. Love continued. Just not for him. He didn't notice the knock at the door until it came again, gentler this time. He turned. The office was supposed to be locked. Yet there she was. A small girl, maybe 8 years old, bundled in a red puffy coat and knitted scarf too big for her face. Her cheeks were rosy from the cold, her wide eyes innocent and bright. Behind her, a woman, her mother, stood apologetically in the hallway, holding a small paper bag and a folded coat. The girl stepped in, not waiting for permission, her boots leaving tiny wet prints on the marble floor. "Hi," she said, her voice clear in the silence. "Do you want to have dinner with us?" Christopher blinked. "Excuse me?" She nodded seriously. "You look really sad. And it's Christmas. No one should be alone on Christmas." He opened his mouth, but no words came. The woman in the doorway stepped forward quickly. "I'm so sorry," she said, her voice rushed and embarrassed. "We were just cleaning the office floor. I work in maintenance." I told her to wait downstairs, but she saw the light. "No," Christopher said softly, raising a hand. His voice surprised even himself. "It's okay." He looked at the girl again. "What's your name?" "Lily." He gave a small smile. "I'm Christopher." "I know. Your name's on the big door. And you're always here. Every night." He chuckled quietly. "That's true." The woman looked between them, unsure, until Christopher suddenly stood. "Where are you having dinner?" "In the basement cafeteria," Lily said proudly. "We brought tamales. My mom makes the best ones." Tamales. He hadn't eaten anything homemade in months. That night, Christopher Lane, the CEO of Lane Tech Global, sat cross-legged on a folding chair beside a maintenance worker and her daughter. They shared tamales from a paper plate, warm apple cider from a thermos, and stories, silly, simple stories about lost mittens and snowball fights. For the first time in years, he laughed. Really laughed. In the weeks that followed, everything began to shift. It started with small things. He began walking through the company's lower floors, talking to staff he'd never acknowledged before, janitors, receptionists, cafeteria cooks. He learned their names. Their children's names. Their favorite holiday meals. Word spread quickly, the CEO had changed. He reinstated cancelled holiday bonuses. He started a new company-wide program called Family First Fridays, giving all employees one Friday off per month to spend with loved ones. A child care center opened in the building. A scholarship fund was launched in Lily's name. But the real change happened inside him. Still, not everything was smooth. His board of directors questioned his choices. "Your empathy is admirable, Chris," one said during a tense meeting, "but this isn't a charity. It's a business." Christopher paused, remembering Lily's words, "No one should be alone on Christmas." "This is still a business," he replied calmly. "But a business without heart is just a machine. And people, our people, deserve better." Some directors left. Others stayed. New ones joined, people who believed that compassion and success weren't mutually exclusive. One evening in March, Christopher stood outside a modest apartment building on the city's edge. He held a small, wrapped gift in one hand, and in the other, a card addressed simply, Lily. When the door opened, Lily squealed. "You came." He smiled. "You invited me to dinner, didn't you?" That night, they celebrated her 9th birthday with cake, party hats, and a dozen laughing cousins. Christopher gave her a book, The Little Prince, his favorite from childhood. On the inside cover, he had written, "Thank you for teaching me what truly matters. Love, Christopher." Years passed. The story of the Christmas CEO spread beyond the city. Articles were written, documentaries filmed. But Christopher never cared for the fame. Every year, without fail, he spent Christmas with Lily and her family. He became her godfather. Watched her graduate. Cheered as she got into college. She often told him, that night, "I just felt like you needed a friend." And he would reply, "I didn't know how much I needed one until you found me." Final message. Sometimes, the smallest act of kindness, a simple dinner invitation from a child, can break down the walls we build around ourselves. In a world obsessed with success, it's love, connection, and shared humanity that truly make us rich.